RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, October 8th. I'm excited to be with you today. And today we're talking about tasks, projects, and how to prioritize it all when it comes to planning your quarter four for your 2020 success. And I know I got a lot of feedback on this yesterday. And a lot of people are really excited for this conversation today. So I'm happy that this is exactly something all of you were looking to hear about and looking to be able to dive into. Okay, I had to tag a couple of people. All done. Now I can pay attention. So I hope that today, good morning, Brenda Lee. Today, we're going to talk about the differences. We've gone through this before, tasks, projects, and then how to prioritize all of it. So tasks are those individual things that are pretty consistent in your business. Check your email. Remembering to make sure invoices are getting paid. Just those simple day-to-day tasks that you always have to do. A project is a multi-step project. So you're building a website for somebody. So you need to get information from the client. Then you need to take that information and separate it out and map out the pages for the website you're building, the platform. What are the steps to building a WordPress website? It's a multi-step thing. So a task is a single task, single step thing that you do. A project is a multi-step something. So we have the ability for you to map things out and do things differently. Now, tasks, I love Trello for tasks. And I know a lot of us talk about Trello often. I know Sandra and I talk about Trello a whole lot. And Sandra and I really do love using Trello for task management. It's one of the perfect things. I also use it for content management and content planning. So planning with a customer, writing all of their content out for them, making sure it's all situated the way that it needs to be done. And if there are recurring steps sometimes for things that you have to do for a client each day, I map them out in there. However, if it needs multiple people to work on it, if it has multiple steps to it, like it's a complicated project to build, everything goes into Asana or ClickUp or Monday. I mean, there's a million other options out there. ClickUp is really good. I really do enjoy ClickUp for project management. I love Monday though. Monday is a bit more visual. There are some things that is missing from ClickUp. So as a project manager, I understand that Monday is not a robust project management system, but it is a very visual one. And I do like that. But ClickUp, you can use the free version of ClickUp. Even if you don't have to use the free version, the paid version is not very expensive. So it is a very, very good option to use. Excuse me, my nose is itching. So you've got those options out there. Asana is always good. Asana, free version of Asana is perfectly capable of being a project management tool. I don't like it because I don't like the reporting from it if I'm going to use it for a project management. ClickUp has a little bit better reporting as far as I'm concerned. It's not very visual. It's not very pretty looking at all, but it is it's robust and it will do a lot, even the free version. So it just depends on visually what you're looking for as far as those project management things. Because I mean, you've got Basecamp and Freedcamp, and there's so many options out there. And they're all very good. It just depends on what you're looking for and how it looks in the reporting. So that is a decision. I'm happy to talk to you about the differences and why I like different things later on, but that's a different conversation. But how do you prioritize everything that needs to be done for your business? I know this is a question that comes up often for a lot of people. And it's really helpful when you understand how to prioritize all of the things that have to be done in your business. Priority number one, dump everything out of your head. Don't keep it in your head. We've talked about this a million times. Don't keep tasks and everything in your head. Part number two is to take that and break it up into subject matter for the types of things that you just dumped out of your head. And this is how I break things up. Money-making tasks, marketing tasks, because marketing can make you money if you do it right, and general administrative tasks. You could tell by the look on my face, those are my least favorite. I have an OBM for those tasks, but I still write everything down because I need to know what to give my team to do. And by getting it out of my head, it's all there for somebody else. So I then take those three pieces, the money-making, the marketing, and the administrative, and then I break them up even further. I break them up into I do and delegate. And then as I'm deciding who to delegate to, I usually consider that another step, deciding once I've decided it needs to be delegated, I decide which team member gets it. I don't do that in the same step that I'm deciding if I'm doing it or a team member is doing it. And then I break it all up that way. Anything that I'm going to do then goes into my project management stuff. And for me, I'm going to tell you, I do it in project management sheets. I have a worksheet that I designed, and I'm actually going to be putting in the store today, and it's going to be $5 to purchase. And I like to handwrite everything. I like to handwrite everything first. For me, that's a really good process step. It's part of how my brain works. I actually don't print them any longer. I put them in my Good Notes app for my iPad Pro, and then I handwrite on them. And I break it all up into the individual steps for every single project, the resources I need for that project. If I have to delegate any certain steps, I color code that and highlight it so that I know that this step has to be delegated to somebody in my team. And I break it up that way. Anything that the team needs to do and that I am delegating then goes into my project management software, because it is essential to be able to track those things with the whole entire team. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to put it in project management software. And then you can subtask those out, because every task usually for a project has 3 to 4 subtasks that go with it. So you make sure that you get all of that down now. That's in your planning stage. Now you have to prioritize everything. And I will tell you, priority number one is always money making. And some of your marketing tasks go into that. So marketing, sometimes it goes hand in hand with your money-making tasks. And I make sure those are always priority number one. Is that invoicing a client? Well, yeah, that's money-making. That's going to get money in my door. Is it writing a new ebook so that I can make money from an ebook? Is it working on a client project because I'm going to be doing a piece and making money from that? Every single step that gets done first is always the money making. Step number 2 is administrative. Administrative is right up there with money making, because if you're not keeping the back end of your business organized, processes, procedures, invoicing, contracts, all of those things well organized, your money making procedures are going to fail. So that has to be step number 2. Step number 3 is your marketing. However, remember what I said, a lot of marketing is money making. So you're probably cutting that down by about 50% by doing that. And that has to be done. And those 3 things in your business have to be done. They have to be. If you can't do them yourselves, you don't know how to do them yourself, whatever the reason, you have to outsource that. Because if you can't do the money making and support the money making, then what's the point of your business? You're constantly going to be behind the 8 ball. You're constantly going to be in that struggle mode. Being on the struggle bus is not something you want to be as a business owner. Been there, done that, don't want to do that. So you have to be hyper organized. And something I say to a lot of my clients is every single step has to be purposeful. Everything that you do in your business and your personal life when you're a business owner has to have a major purpose behind it. And sometimes that purpose is self-care. You need a self-care day because your body just needs to relax. That is a purposeful thing. That is something you've made to make the purpose of being able to relax so that you can move on and have the energy to do stuff the next day in your business. So being extremely purposeful with every single step, with every single thing you do is essential when you run a business. If you're not doing that especially as a solopreneur, you're failing your business because you have to get things done. Now, if you're a business owner that owns 2 businesses and you're talking to somebody that right now, I'm on 3 businesses and I'm not planning on going any further than that. I say that, but I don't plan on going any further than that. I own Be Boss Girl. I'm the CEO of Be Boss Girl. I do all of the business development, all of the marketing. I have a team behind me that does all of the admin because, as I just told you, I hate doing the admin stuff. I have people behind me that do my invoicing and some of that stuff. So I don't have to worry about those pieces because I've hired that out. But I have to make sure I still am the one that has to make sure it's all done. It's still my responsibility to make sure those things are done. And in my second business, I do IT. I only have a couple small clients, but I have IT clients that I have to take care of. And I don't do marketing for that. I will be right up front. I don't have to take care of marketing, and my money making is providing service to the clients. I've got those couple of clients. They'll be my clients forever and ever. Actually, I have 3 clients, and that's all I'm doing. They're 3 clients I've had since when I was in the IT world. They're just very local to me, little tiny clients that I've provided service for a long time, and I will continue to provide service for. My third business is I do social media, band management, and booking for local cover bands. I guess I actually technically own 4 because my husband and I own one together. But I don't do most of that, and I don't really market too much, little bits here and there, but I know the band community really high. So my marketing is being out in the bars, talking about it, doing it. And I'll pick up a band here and there when I go out and see another band. So my marketing is completely face-to-face networking. My fourth business is my husband and I own it, is we own a sound company and we do live sound for bands. Again, out in a bar, talking about it, networking, face-to-face networking. So the last 2 really go together because I'm talking about the same thing all the time. Heck, we went to a birthday party for a band family friend this weekend, and I picked up 2 clients this weekend because they're like, oh, you do sound? Oh, you do social media? So it's just about networking when it comes to that. So I'm really busy. I have a lot of things going on all the time. And that's why I've talked about this a million times. I have a Sandra. I have an Allison. I have a Gina. I have a Susan. They all are what keep me on task and keep me going. If you can't even keep yourself on task well, how are you going to run a business and run it well? You're not going to be successful. You may not fail per se, but you may constantly be in that struggle bus. And we want to get you off the struggle bus. So prioritize, decide what's a task and what's a project, separate them out, make them easy to follow, do all of your thinking in your planning time, prioritize it all. And then you could dive in and do. And if you can't do it all yourself, because let me tell you, running a business, if you are busy, and especially with us, we're an agency, I can't do it all by myself. That is just not possible. So I have to bring other people on, and I have to have support. There are a million people out there to get the support from. And we've talked about how to hire and who to hire and things like that in your business. And maybe that's an important conversation to have again in a few weeks. But really make sure that you are setting yourself up for success and are very, very purposeful with every single thing that you do each day. It's not as hard as it seems, and it's all in your planning time, because I guarantee you, those that are successful, and I know CEOs of multi-billion-dollar a year businesses, I've known them for years. I sit down, I talk to them, I have coffee with them, and their biggest thing is their planning time. Every single one of them has a super efficient planning time. Most of them are ADHD like me. Most of us are crazy nuts energy, but we all have the support system that we need to get things done. When you are a solopreneur, you have to up that planning and that prioritization up to the next level. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to continue and stay on without burning out. And burning out is not acceptable either. So there's some good tips for you today. I hope you've learned something. If you have any questions, of course, drop by, ask questions. I'm always happy to answer them. And remember yesterday I said there's going to be a little bit of a change in message for Be Boss Girl. You'll see more and more of that coming up, and I'm excited for that. Tomorrow is our free 10 tips to financial freedom, the exact blueprint I used to go from no job when I lost it to making my C-level corporate income in 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks. So in less than a month, I could teach you how to be successful in your business. And some of the things that we're talking about this week are true there too. So I look forward to talking to you all. Have an amazing day, everybody. Remember to rise, become, and be. And I hope you have an amazing day. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.